The Pacific is a vast, empty ocean. For a carrier strike group, it's a world of routine. Hours on end of patrol, training exercises, and the rhythmic thump of a catapult launch. My world was the cockpit of an FA-18F Super Hornet, a metal cage of switches and readouts. It was a familiar, predictable kind of life. Until the routine broke. It started with the radar operators. They had been tracking something for 2 weeks. An unidentified object appearing at 80,000 feet, then dropping to sea level in less than a second. It would hover, then accelerate at speeds that would tear any human-made aircraft to pieces. We were told to ignore it, a radar glitch, a ghost in the system. But we knew better. The thing was too consistent, too deliberate. The ghost had a pattern, then came the order. The captain was tired of the ghost. He wanted an eyeball on it. My wingman, Commander David Fravor, and I were the first to get the call. The mission: intercept the object. We flew out to the target area, an hour's flight. Nothing on our own radar. The ocean below was a vast, unbroken sheet of blue. The air was empty. But then the destroyer USS Princeton, our eyes on the sea, lit up our radio. The object was at our location, submerged. They said it was just below the surface, stirring the water into a white foam. We descended, flying in a wide circle. And that's when we saw it. Not on the radar, but with our own eyes. Just above the churning water, maybe 50 feet up, was a white object. It looked like a giant Tic-Tac candy, smooth with no wings, no discernible windows, no seams. It was about 40 feet long and was defying every known law of physics. It wasn't moving with grace. It was moving with purpose, with a terrifying, silent intelligence. It had no exhaust, no visible propulsion. It was simply there, hanging in the air. Our instinct was to get closer. As Fravor began his descent, the object mirrored him, climbing to meet him. It moved with an impossible precision, as if it already knew what he was going to do before he did it. The moment our planes were close enough, the tic-tac seemed to get bored. In an instant, it vanished. No sonic boom, no trail of smoke. It just winked out of existence. But the Princeton's radar, miles away, immediately picked it up again. A ghost, now at our original intercept point, 60 miles away. It had traveled that distance in a second. The debriefing was a surreal experience. We told our story, showed the footage. Our superiors listened, their faces stone. We had seen something impossible, something that shattered our understanding of engineering and physics. But the reaction was chillingly calm. We were given orders: don't talk about it, don't tell anyone, don't even log it. The horror of the Nimitz encounter wasn't just in seeing something that wasn't supposed to exist. It was in the sudden, terrifying realization that the world was far stranger than we had ever believed, and that our own government was just as mystified and just as helpless as we were. The terrifying part was the official silence that followed, a silence that confirmed everything we had seen was real.